Hello, this is Mr. Frank, and today we will be learning how to evaluate a simple function using our DESMOS graphing calculator. I'll be using this question, number 2, from the June 2022 Regents. Given f of x equals 3x minus 5, which statement is true? As you can see, each answer is really asking you to evaluate a different value of x for this particular linear function. Number 1 is asking you to evaluate the number 0 for your x because 0 is inside the parentheses where we put our values of x, our domain. Here it says f of 0 equals 0. Number 2, f of 3 equals 4. 3, f of 4 equals 3, and number 4, f of 5 equals 0. Well, there are many ways we can do this, but today we're practicing with our DESMOS calculator. So I am going to bring up our DESMOS calculator, and the very first thing that I'm going to do is to click into the left side of the calculator where it says number 1. I'm going to just click in there, and I'm going to type in our function exactly as it reads in the question. F of x equals 3x minus 5. So on my keyboard, I'm going to do exactly that. F of x equals 3x minus 5. Now, as you can see on the right side, the actual line shows up, which is really, really useful for us. We could see the line. But what we're really looking at today is how we can evaluate that function, get values of y for each given value of x. So as you can see on the left side, once I click back into the function, there's a little wheel on top. So it means it says edit list. So I'm going to click that wheel, and all of a sudden a table appears in the same rectangle where my function is. So I'm going to hit that table, and you can see that a table of values appeared right underneath my function. The values of x are in the left column, and my values for f of x, or aka my y values or my range, are on the right. Now, if we bring back up this problem, we could see that number 1 is asking us what is the value of y, which is what it's going to be equal to, when inside the parentheses my x value is 0. So I can go over here to my table and see that when x equals 0, my f of x, or my y value, should be equal to negative 5. So I could see that number 1 is definitely not true. So I'm going to eliminate that one. Well, let's get to number 2. Number 2 says f of 3. Oh, when your x value is equal to 3. Remember, everybody, this right here inside the parentheses, that's my x value, as you can see right there. But when I go back and look at my table, they only gave me negative 2 to positive 2. Well, that's easy to fix. So all we're going to do is go underneath that 2 here, and we're going to click into the box, the empty box right underneath it. I'm going to click, and I'm going to add the number 3. And magically, on the right side, the number 4 appears. That means the f of 3 will be equal to 4. When we go back and look at our answers, it does say f of 3 is equal to 4. Look at that. We found our answer. But I want to do the other one. I want to make sure that I'm doing this right and that that's the only one. Sometimes we get one answer and then there's 2 and then we get scared. Oh, no. Did we do something wrong? So why not practice and put in the values of 4 and 5 as well, just to make sure that those are not correct or not true. So I'm going to go under the 3 and I'm just going to tap a 4, and under the 4 I'm going to tap a 5, and if I bring it back my problem, I could see it says f of 4 is equal to 3, but that's not true because I can look at my table and see that the f of 4 is equal to 7, so that is incorrect. And then I could see that the f of 5 is actually equal to 10, not 0. So there we have it. When we look at this question, using my DESMOS calculator table, we found that f of 3 is equal to 4. That's today's quick lesson on how to evaluate a function using the DESMOS calculator. Don't forget to subscribe to Mr. Frank's YouTube channel.